And when I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
Well, we're on to Cincinnati.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
And on the way up, we're going to buy the kneecap off.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
How can you not be romantic about football, man?
Oh my goodness, welcome to the Benched with Bonnetta podcast. It has been weeks, okay? Justin's little knobs in there, they're dusty because he fled the scene. I fled the scene. Mohan, you basically just stayed and did nothing, right?
Yeah.
You probably showed up every single week and you're like, where are you guys?
I was so lost.
Like, Mohan, we have a couple weeks off. Guys, we took a couple of weeks off. We reset our settings. I made some changes in my life. I got Invisalign. So I'm a little bit lispy today. Have you noticed it? We went golfing.
You're going to do the pod with Invisalign in?
Yeah, Mohan, I'm trying to straighten my teeth.
I don't know if half an hour is going to make or break it. Your teeth.
Is this going to be a problem, Graver? Do you really notice a difference?
No, I don't notice any difference.
Wow. See, that's a friend.
I'm just used to hearing your voice, so I know what you sound like.
I hung out with some girlfriends today, and they said they didn't realize until about 40 minutes in.
40 what in?
Wait,
40
say realize.
minutes.
Say
Wait.
realize again.
Realized.
There's a couple of words.
Definitely minutes.
Guys, I'm sorry, okay? But I promised my dentist that I would wear these as long as I could.
I love the
And I'm
commitment.
keeping them in. Do you want me to pull them out in front of you? You know what happens when I pulled them out? I pulled them out earlier so I could have a coffee, and they fell on the ground. What did I do? Dusted them off on my pants, put them right back in.
When I was in middle school, I had retainers. You know how many times I would put them on my tray and then throw my tray away, and then I had to dig through the trash can to get them because my parents wouldn't buy me new ones. And I just a little rinse guy, a little Listerine, and then
this was post braces, obviously,
Yeah.
when you had a retainer.
Yeah.
Did you have a big mouthful of braces when you were younger? I can kind of picture that. You have beautiful teeth now.
Oh,
and that's
thank you. I wish, in retrospect, I did a better job with the retainer. You know, the rubber bands.
So that is messed up because you actually just shamed me for wearing my retainers, and you've been through this whole process.
Maybe
and
I just
don't
wanted
want
to
better for your
pull
friend.
you down, but that's okay.
Wow, you want to pull me down because another change that I made was that I dyed my hair blonde, and Mohan doesn't think that it's blonde. Justin, pipe in here. I know that this is a podcast, but paint a little picture. A picture of a blonde woman sitting here.
Yes, there is much blonde. I don't know. They're not highlights. They're like.
Wow, that's how a man talks about hair. There
But
is
you could
much
see-
blonde and
You
The
still
first
are those
thing-
highlights?
The first thing I said to you today was, "Wow, your hair looks great."
Yeah, see, that's
what I said
that's What you
too.
say. Instead, Mohan walks in. I thought you dyed your hair blonde. I see so much brown still.
People are gonna think
Relax. I
suck.
wanted to change. Maybe I'm going through something. Okay, I'm making all of these changes. That should be your first question to your friend, not. No, you actually did say something.
And
very nice.
your roots are still brunette brown,
Wow, cool.
so you're not fully a
Why
blonde.
don't you just point more flaws out?
Justin, you're
list,
awfully quiet
my
today. I don't know what's
roots.
going on.
Well, because
back there.
Justin knows as soon as he starts, we're just gonna keep firing because we're still mad at him.
Right.
I'm just kidding. We love you, Justin.
I'm not mad at you.
Guys, so we took a break. Thanks for joining the pod and listening to us and caring. We love you. But since we left, I made all these changes. I went on a little road trip. I got into a car accident, like a pretty gnarly one.
Wow. Are you okay?
We're totally fine. My neck was like a little sore, and I wanted to throw up for a good probably 30 minutes after. We were on a highway, stopped totally dead still because of traffic. On a highway, full speed, this guy comes up from behind us and hits us. Wha-bam!
Ugh.
I blacked out. It was really scary. And his car was totally totaled. He was 17, he was a baby on his parents' car insurance. We rented this van to go to Yosemite in, so we were in a boat. I sent the pictures to my family afterwards. Ours was not even touched at all, and this guy's airbags went off, his windshield cracked. He was totally fine too, but it was scary. And the reason that I bring it up is this is your reminder to not text and drive.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what that dude was doing. He was probably watching TikToks. He was probably in the midst of a woe, working on his TikTok dance when he hit us. It was really scary. But that situation you think would deter me from what my summer plans are, and it did not. I am driving across the country from San Francisco to Toronto
Whoa.
and back.
And back?
Well, how am I supposed to get my car back, Graver? I gotta come back.
So are you driving to San Francisco first?
Driving to San Francisco because we have a wedding.
Uh-huh.
And then my brother and I are crossing the country together. A sibling road trip.
Wow.
This is going to be crazy. The theme of the road trip is Yee-Haw.
Oh.
We're getting cowboy hats. We're getting cowboy boots. There has been talk of some chaps. I don't think that's going to happen. But I am so excited. We're going to Montana. We're going to South Dakota. We're seeing Mount Rushmore.
This feels Yellowstone inspired.
Oh, it's so Yellowstone inspired, but some sad news. I think because I've been talking a lot about Yellowstone, like we're planning this road trip, my phone is like filtering all of these things. I opened my news app the other day. A young lady was just murdered by a bison
I saw
in
that.
Yellowstone. Pretty sure impaled
Like gored
and
or
gored to death
Yeah, that's crazy.
by the bison.
What's that mean?
I don't want to know.
Uh,
So
Very
now
sad.
I'm a little scared. Like
Yeah.
they even say don't bring your dogs into Yellowstone National Park because there's so much wildlife. Like there's grizzlies and wolves and friggin' human-eating bison.
I didn't know bison
Should I
were
not go?
aggressive like that.
Mm.
They are scary. I've been on a bison safari before and I was really nervous about it because they're scary.
I think you should still go, but if you see a bison, drive away.
Well, you gotta want. Well, you're not driving. You're like out walking around.
Yeah, that too.
We're gonna go see Old Faithful and like all of this crazy stuff. And apparently the bison are just like hungry for flesh.
That's crazy.
This got dark. This got dark really quick. Okay, gonna tiptoe away from that story and just say that I'm really excited about it. A lot of people have been sending me their I kind of like took a screen grab of where some of our path is because I don't want people to follow me and murder me. So I only did a little small path. And I was like, where should I stop from, South Dakota to like Minnesota? You know who got in on the conversation? Spam. Like the meat.
Oh, wow.
Apparently there's a Spam museum in somewhere around there. This was their poll. This was their pitch. You tell me if you'd be into this. The Spam Museum is the best place to find out how many cans tall you are and to try some samples. Is this worth pulling over for?
Yes.
You want to know how many cans tall you are?
Yeah.
Have you eaten Spam before?
I actually love Spam. Spam was a regular in my household growing up.
Interesting.
What do you eat it with? Crackers?
We ate it on bread. We ate it with
Bread.
our sandwiches.
Spam sandwiches.
Are you guys in or out on Spam? I feel like you're really negative towards Spam.
Do they have chicken spam or?
Oh, yeah. I guess you're out on.
I have never had it. Yeah.
You got to bring him back
I mean,
some
maybe we
Spam.
stop down and like just go to Vaughn's right now and get you some Spam. Would you be willing to try some Spam? If I went to the damn museum
Yeah.
and found out how many cans tall I am and brought you back some Spam, would you try some?
Yes, and then we
Oh,
should
I love
tweet
this
at
idea so
Spam
much.
and get them on board with
Yeah. I love this. I also love that they gave a shout out to the Green Giant. They're like, don't forget the Green Giant in Blue Earth, Minnesota. Like, I'm sorry, you guys a thing? You guys dating? I'm not going to go pull over to see the Green Giant. But now, for you, Graver, I might stop at the Spam Museum.
You should.
Bring him back some.
That has a good ring to it. Spam Museum.
Spam Museum.
Spam Museum.
Anyways, I'm going to try and record like a bunch of snippets from we're still going to do the podcast while I'm traveling across the country. So I'm going to try and maybe record the Old Faithful going off and me screaming.
Ooh.
I'm more interested in the actual road trip part. Are you?
Just me and Jake?
Yeah.
like,
Are you guys switching off driving, or is he driving? Or are you driving?
the longest that we have to drive is 12 hours, which is going to be tough. That's from Chicago to Toronto because we're just going to be like done by then. But it's like 8 hours one day, 5 hours one day.
You'll
We're
switch
trying to
off.
explore as
Like,
much
how
as we
many
can.
days is it going to take you to get?
We're going to try and do it in 6, which is like apparently going to be very difficult.
Uh-huh.
But we're road warriors, Yee-Haw. That's the theme, is Yee-Haw. Like, we're on a mission.
Some people are really annoyed when you have to stop to go to the bathroom.
That's you.
Are
That's
you going to be
Every
okay
5
with
minutes,
that?
you're going to be like, whoops, guys, I had too much water. Yeah, he said, well, he can just hop out the window. And
No, but you still have to stop.
Better to just be dehydrated than have to stop.
I actually agree with you, Graver, and that's why I don't drink a lot of water is because I can't stand having to go to the bathroom all the time.
In general?
Am I going to die early?
That's horrible
Maybe.
for
Did
your
I
health.
live more life because I wasn't in the bathroom? Yes.
Here's my other question. You get
Is that
It's a
flawed
trade-off.
thinking?
yeah, it's fine. You stop at a gas station to get snacks for the road trip.
Uh-huh.
You can pick one savory and one sweet snack.
Goldfish.
You don't even want to think
sour
about it?
Skittles.
Okay.
Wow.
Regular goldfish.
Regular goldfish, and I'm not messing around with any Parmesan. Sour Skittles.
Peanut M&Ms.
Okay. What about
That's
your,
it?
your
I guess
savory?
it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
salty
of both.
and sweet. Well,
Ah.
savory, Cheez-Its.
Ugh, I'm out on Cheez-Its. Gross.
I like Cheez-Its.
Tastes like plastic.
I like the bold Chex Mix with
boy.
the black bag and Lifesaver gummies.
Oh, I love you are bold Chex Mix. That's you as a person.
It's more flavor. And the Lifesaver gummies are good because you can bite half off and then you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You can't do that with the other candy.
Do you ever put your tongue through them? And
I do, yeah. I
For
just
sure.
Conversation's gone off the rails. Okay, so love to hear your thoughts on where I should stop besides the Spam Museum. Hopefully our trip's a little bit more exciting than that. Let's get to some football news, shall we? This is supposed to be a football podcast, by the way. The match happened yesterday. Guys, I'm out on the fact that it was on a Wednesday.
yeah.
I wanted it on a Saturday or Sunday. I barely even watched any of it. I was too busy. Saturday or Sunday, you would have found me on the couch the whole day. I would have watched the whole thing. But anyways, it was a fun little rivalry that it turned into. Lots of amazing sound bites came out of yesterday. Let's listen to our favorites. Roll it, Graver.
Little chunky. I call that a little Josh Allen-y.
Jeez.
That's Tom Brady talking some smack there about pudgy Josh Allen.
So rude. Keep it rolling.
He's got a little baby face fat kind of, right? I don't know.
Josh's biggest fear,
Vegetables.
a coin toss.
Is Tom Brady going in on Josh Allen because he's like, Josh Allen might be the next Tom Brady. Like he really is excited by him as a football player, and so he's like calling him chonky? That's mean.
And here's Josh Allen on Aaron Rodgers.
This guy's pretty good at golf. That's what happens when you don't go to OTAs. You just play golf all day.
I'm so tired of hearing about people not going to OTAs, going to
Right.
OTAs.
Who showed up,
Is it
who
a
didn't
big
show
deal?
up.
Is it not a big deal? Who cares? Let people have their summer. It's just ridiculous. Do we have one more?
No, I don't have one more.
Okay, well, that's fine. I love this newfound rivalry between Josh Allen and Tom Brady. I also noticed when Tom first showed up, he was late. What was he doing? I don't know. And he shook everyone's hand and then totally ignored Josh Allen. And Josh was like, "Whoa!" I hope this continues to be a thing because it makes me laugh. Chonky? Is that right? I don't know if he should have said that. Chunker?
Chunky?
Chunker? I would never call anyone that.
And then they had the golf ball things where Brady's golf ball was a Lombardi trophy.
I always roll my eyes when I'm I oftentimes send it into the rhubarb and I go looking for my ball. And the balls that you pick up and it's if found, return to Mohan. I don't have time.
People do that?
Yeah, why would you customize your golf balls if you
that's
know
weird.
you're crappy and you're going to lose them, which you
Right.
did? You're spending money on these.
Unless you're going to be on TV with a chance to show it off to the world.
I suppose. I guess that's accurate. There you go. Other football news is kind of sad. Ryan Fitzpatrick has retired. I love this guy so much. He does it at a time. It's not flashy. Probably got lost in the news to anybody that wasn't on Twitter the last 24 hours. But that's the kind of guy that he is. I love that he's so understated. And there was that one guy who was the player that they swapped outfits with. And
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. Yes, thank you for the reminder. He came out with the chain and the glasses. He's such a classy dude. Not to mention he went to frickin' Harvard.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this test really quick, you guys. Which Ivy League school should I go to?
Okay.
There's 10 questions. I'll rip through these, okay?
Let's do it.
The perfect college campus would be a small college town or a large bustling city. I grew up in a small town. I don't need to stay there. What are you looking to do while in college? Meet the love of my life. Is that a good answer? Probably not. Make friends that I'll have for the rest of my life. Sure, let's go with that one.
Those are the only two options?
There's a multiple option. I'm trying to rip through this, Graver. If everything goes according to plan, in 10 years, you'll be accepting a Nobel Prize, traveling the world, finishing up my last student loan payment. That's depressing. Doing something I love. I'm going with that one.
Nice.
Which college activity or club are you dying to be a part of? A political group, an athletic team, an honor society, a cultural organization? I'm definitely going Greek. That's what Mohan would choose. Were you in Greek? I don't even know how to say it. I'm not American.
Not in. You don't say in Greek.
Did you go to Greek?
No,
No.
definitely not.
Greek life. Were you
part
a
of Greek
part
life?
of Greek life?
Yeah. Were you in a
What does that
frat?
even mean? This is the United States of America.
What's your
Don't
guess?
I know it's a part of a sorority. I'm going an athletic team because I'm not a sorority girl like Mohan is. The time has come to declare your major. What do you pick? Pre-med or pre-law? Engineering, business, English, or history? Still haven't figured it out yet. If I'm redoing this thing, I want to go all in. I'm going pre-med or pre-law.
Nice.
I feel like you'd be good at history.
No. Wouldn't you want me if you suddenly found yourself in a staircase situation and your wife turned up at the bottom of the stairs? Let's say you and I, for some reason, got broken up, okay? And for the rest of our lives, we didn't talk to each other. And you don't know, I dropped out of the, media world and you went on to do your own thing. 20 years from now, you find your wife at the bottom of the staircase dead.
Yes.
Okay, and you need a lawyer. And someone's like, I have the perfect person for you.
Okay.
I walk in. What do you do?
You're going to tell me I'm guilty.
Okay, so you're sweating. If I walk in, you're sweating.
Yeah, you'd be the worst lawyer.
Graver, would you be like, oh, wow, she's really found a new thing in her life that she's passionate about? Would you be trusting in this?
I'd be like, I know Rachel has my back.
Wow, what a different answer.
The way you just laughed makes me feel like I was right. So.
Yeah, you're probably right. You just have like a kind of guilty look on your face at all times.
I'm not going
You'd
to
be
go
like,
any stairs.
Watch out, Mohan's wife in the future. Stay away from staircases. How important is financial aid in the perfect world? Let's say I started saving for college when I was in preschool. Oh, God. When it comes to school, size does matter. What size school do you want to go to? I prefer a small school where I can really shine. I want to be popular. Ugh. The weekend is here. What are your plans?
So opposite from the first.
Yeah,
the
your
very first
answers aren't
answer.
lining up here.
That's okay.
I'm confused. I'm a college student. Am I supposed to have it figured out? The weekend is here. What are your plans? Explore the campus with friends. Check out a new restaurant. Head to the nearest house party. Catch up on sleep. Go to a football or basketball game. Obviously, sports. Come on, baby.
Nice.
Why do you want to attend an Ivy League school? It will look great on my resume. I want to be part of a really competitive environment. My parents went to an Ivy League school. I want it to sound cool, so I will look great on my resume. Yeah. I want to be like Ryan Fitzpatrick. Your friends and family would describe you as, okay, you answer this question. Outgoing, driven, sophisticated, unique, or happy?
Unique.
Outgoing or unique?
So unique.
You think I'm different?
That's good. You want to be
You
different.
stand out? Okay, let's get my
unique.
results.
Yeah.
Unique, New York. Okay, analyzing responses. I should go to Princeton University.
Wow.
Princeton is perfect for students who aren't quite sure what they want out of life. Gosh darn it.
Life is hard.
That was a good little social experiment. Ryan Fitzpatrick, we love you. We love your time in the NFL. You're such a fun football player to watch.
I have a clip to play. This is, in my opinion, the best Ryan Fitzpatrick moment of his career.
Oh, is this the messed up nose?
Oh, no, that was great. But no, this is him celebrating a touchdown pass as a member of the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. No. Oh my God. Are you sure that wasn't just Mohan watching the new Spider-Man movie?
Touche.
Not sure.
Is there a better movie that I should have put in there?
No, that works.
That works,
It
right?
I
It
should have said
works.
Doctor Strange, but it's fine.
Oh, but
Just to be
I just
topical.
pictured him in his Spider-Man jammies.
Yeah.
Batman jammies.
Oh my bad.
Are we even friends?
Oh God, I love you. All right, we're gonna be right back after this quick break.
Batman.
He's the best.
Okay, this is the best/worst thing I saw this week. First off, I want to start it off with a message that I got in my DM. I said that I was going to keep my DMs open all Mental Health Awareness Month, which was in May. And I got some really nice messages from all you guys, and I answered all of them, and it was lovely to communicate with you guys and talk about mental health and our brains and being healthy and all of that stuff. But I got a really nice one that I've already sent to the boys because it was quite lovely, and I asked permission to share this, and they said yes. Bonnetta, I hope this DM provides some levity amongst what I'm sure is a sea of toxic masculinity and bad football takes. My name is Ariel, and I am a neurodivergent, mentally ill Asian American football fan who recently started listening to your pod. Shoutouts. Just want to let you know that I appreciate that you not only mentioned that it's AAPI Heritage Month, shoutouts Mo, but that's also Mental Health Awareness Month. I appreciate your candid mention of your own mental health struggles and want to remind you that sharing your experiences can be a beacon to others like us who go to therapy, and that there's no shame in having mental health struggles. Finally, as a former public school teacher, I've been emotionally struggling with the events that transpired down in Texas this week, but your pod, along with ATN, shoutouts, provides distraction, joy, and comfort with your humor and positive attitude. Keep doing what you're doing. It's so important to talk about mental health, even if you don't have a podcast. Talk about it with your friends. Share what you're going through. If you missed the episode that we talked about, I struggle with, I have obsessive compulsive disorder that I've had since I was a kid. It's been really bad sometimes, and it's okay sometimes. And depression and anxiety, all of it runs in my family. Everyone has it. We've all dealt with it. We see therapists. We've taken medication before. Some of us like it. Some of us don't. What works for you, and what doesn't work for you, doesn't work for you. But the important thing is that you're trying to work on it, which I encourage you all to do and to continue talking about it. Mental Health Awareness Month is done. By the way, happy freaking Pride, baby. We are celebrating all June. Pride all freaking June. I was supposed to have my bestest friend on the pod today, but they're sick. So they're going to come on next week. But Queen Priyanka, the drag queen, is going to be on the show hopefully next week. And we will continue to celebrate Pride all freaking year long. I love Pride. It is so special to me. I'm going to Toronto for Pride. There's parades. There's magic happening in the air, and I'm so excited. Some other things that I saw this week. Shout out to Tua. We talked about Ryan Fitzpatrick, a favorite player of mine. Tua is up there. He's not the best player on the field. He's not the best quarterback. He's probably not even top 5 in the NFL. But he is one of my favorite players. He's so well-spoken. Oh, you shifted your head.
You said probably not top 5 as if there's an argument.
He is not top 5.
There you go.
I was trying to be nice. Okay? We just talked about mental health. I was trying to be nice.
Right.
Tua's not top 5. But he's top 5 in my heart. Okay? Can we play what he said earlier this week?
Everyone else, Twitter warriors, keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call them, they're not out here practicing with us working hard. So I don't know if you guys recorded that last one to Tyreek, but
You're not allowed to shoot it.
I don't know about you, but that looked like money.
I've talked about this before. These players get really upset. Whatever. Tua's awesome, and it's so ridiculous that videos from practice are being uploaded and people are dissecting the hell out of them. Him and Tyreek Hill are probably gonna be so much fun to watch this year. I don't care what you say. Maybe he is gonna be a top 5 quarterback, and I was seeing in the future, and that's why I said probably. Did you see that?
Yes.
That was a bad one.
Yeah, that's bad.
Should I take out my teeth?
Well, at this point, it's
we're
too
out.
late.
We're almost already there. I just spat everywhere. But Tua, he's speaking out about people just over exaggerating. And as much as I love him, I think that Tua's got to realize that the people that are talking about these things, like these videos, it is such a present for people on TV to get a video like that because we have nothing else to talk about. So as much as he's talking about keyboard warriors, and I'm sure he's getting it all over social media, I think that he just needs to forgive us. Mm-hmm. And every athlete needs to forgive us for our sins because there's literally nothing else to dissect except for not showing up to OTAs, which I'm tired of talking about.
Can we just let this go? I mean,
we can let it go.
Not us.
Officially, no, the Benched with Bonnetta podcast is leading this brigade. Who cares if people go to OTAs? Maybe they've got summer plans. Maybe Aaron Rodgers is going back to Hawaii. Wouldn't you rather go to Hawaii if you were a 2-time MVP in a row? You don't need to be going to OTAs. The only reason I think that the only person literally in the league that I think that should be at OTAs that isn't right now is Kyler Murray.
He reported.
He showed up.
He's been there.
Good for him.
What about
That would have been concerning to me.
What about Lamar Jackson?
I think that that's fine if he's not there, but I'm actually surprised if he doesn't show up. Like, I
Right.
feel like those guys have got chips on their shoulder. They had so many injuries last year.
Right.
He's got a weird contract situation up in the air. He's his own agent, which I always find fascinating. Why would you not want to like prepare yourselves for the best? You had the Bengals in your division go to the Super Bowl last year and almost win. The Browns are a mess. The Steelers probably aren't going to do much. This is your time. You could totally win the AFC North. The Ravens are actually the team that I'm most excited about in the AFC North.
Did you see Lamar trademarked U8
Oh,
yet?
I hate it.
Like the number.
Well, he's opening a
'cause
restaurant.
he-
Didn't he open a restaurant?
Is that what that is?
And it's called You Ate Yet.
It's great.
Is it?
I like it. Graver?
You ate yet?
You ate yet?
Yeah, you trying
You
to go?
ate yet?
You trying to go to U8 yet?
No, you can't say it like that. So therefore, thumbs
All you
down
have to
for
say
me.
is, "You ate yet?" And then you would know that I'm talking about you ate yet.
But also,
But you have to say it with like kind of like that look.
but also
you know?
like you eat yet is much more.
Did you have you eaten yet?
Yeah.
But
Do you want to go to you ate yet?
that's a classic.
I kind of love that.
I ask a nice girl to dinner and I text you ate yet, and then she just goes to that restaurant and waits for me.
That's
even
psychopath. If she goes from point A to point X.
I don't know. I see if there's a lot of mix-ups that could happen.
I love that you're talking to a nice girl. Who is she?
No, I'm just hypothetically.
Oh, the bummer.
Sorry.
Anyways.
And I wouldn't say anything anyway.
You wouldn't tell us?
Not here.
Really? No, who's gonna know?
Yeah.
Who's gonna know? They're never gonna know.
Anyway, what's next?
I would share juicy details. I have shared juicy details about my life.
Yeah, but you and Pete have been together for so long.
So, I told you guys that he calls me alligator hands, and that's a really hurtful thing. But I'm sharing that with you.
Did you tell us that?
Yeah.
I told social media.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
He calls me alligator hands. Do I have alligator hands?
What does that even
This
mean?
feels like a trap. No,
This show's off the rails. This
No,
is
they're
what
not.
happens when we take a couple weeks off. Guys, the Benched Bachelorette update. We got to kick a team off before we go. I love that this sounds hopeful and not heartbreaking.
Do you want a heartbreaking one?
It's
no.
hopeful for you to find a
It
new.
is hopeful for me. And Graver came up with a great idea. We should have Mark Sessler on the pod because he is going through the same thing. He was a Browns fan. Browns going through a whole... It just doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. No regrets. Moving on. Who do we have left, Graver? What's a playoff team that we have left?
Ooh, that is such a good question, and I am absolutely prepared to answer it. I'm not stalling for time to look. I know who's available. And
Okay, so in
who's
the
not.
meantime, are you dating somebody?
No.
Boring.
So
You think I would tell you before?
Yeah, I better get a text ASAP.
here's some playoff teams that are still alive.
Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals, who got beat very badly in the playoffs. So do we even count them?
You know what? Stop right there. Play the music again.
Let's play the breakup music.
Arizona Cardinals. Your time has come to an end with me. I was there in the stadium at SoFi, and I watched you not even show up against the Rams. You basically, pushed them like a gentle push, like a mother sending her child off to school. Goodbye, my love. Have fun at the Super Bowl. That's how it felt. I brought my brother to the game. That was his first NFL game. Underwhelming.
Wow.
It was loud as hell. Your girl had a few adult beverages the night before. She was not feeling great that day. She didn't need that to be that loud. If the Cardinals showed up, it would have been quieter. It would have been a more fun game. Cardinals, you're out. I don't like what's going on with your quarterback. Don't. I still have PTSD from that.
Sorry.
I don't like what's going on with your quarterback. I don't like what's going on with Kyler Murray. Just not
The
for me.
Cardinals need to do a thing where during the season they get better instead of getting worse. And then people might jump on the bandwagon, right?
I really hope for Kyler's sake he has a baller season, and they actually. But the first 6 games, D-Hop's out. right? 6?
Yeah,
6.
suspended for 6 games.
Suspended for 6 games. He's got a weird situation going on probably I can't imagine that Kyler's walking into that locker room and everything's fine.
Yeah.
They did trade for Hollywood Brown.
Oh, true.
So he'll replace D-Hop, I guess.
Nah.
Can I throw something at you?
Yeah.
Since we took 2 weeks off, would you be down to send someone else home?
Show me the list.
The Niners.
No, I still like them.
The...
That's a great callback.
It is a good one. The Bengals.
No, still like them.
Here's one that I know that you wanted to discuss a few episodes ago. The Chiefs.
Play the music. Kansas City Chiefs. This love affair is no longer. I love Andy Reid. I love Travis Kelce. I feel like we had a connection on the red carpet. You've seen my videos.
You love TikTok.
Don't put that on me. Oh, are you saying for Mahomes?
Yeah.
No. And you know what? That's why. Jackson Mahomes. I'm so sorry. Kansas City Chiefs, you have Jackson Mahomes, and that's a problem for me. I bid you adieu. And that's all she wrote, folks.
Nice.
Guys, I'm hitting the road, literally and figuratively, in a couple of days. Wish me well. I will be maybe passing through your town. Is that exciting? I'm going to be going to the Spam Museum. Hit me up if you have more recommendations other than the Spam Museum. If you have anything better to do than go to the Spam Museum, please tell me. And we're going to be putting out podcasts along the way. It's going to be very fun. And guess what? Next week, I'm keeping my teeth in. I'm keeping my retainer in because I will not be shamed.
No.
For wanting to have a perfect smile.
You did great.
Thank you.
It was great.
Thank you for listening. Give us a great rating and maybe say, I don't even hear Rachel's lisp. Moen's losing his mind. Say that.
I'm what, Mama?
You're losing your mind.
And if you want to see Rachel spit, check out the YouTube version.
There you go.
If you want to see this baby in action, watch our YouTube channel, NFL Podcast, I believe. All of our episodes are on there so you can see how blonde my hair is. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.